Thought I would do a video of the front yard. It is 10 o'clock. Hi, Davy. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, very humid. And here we go. This is the driveway. You'll see the ever-present weed baskets. This is from taking down two very large forsythia. This is the walkway from the driveway. That hole in the center of the hostas is where I'm going to transplant that white azalea from out back. And I'm also going to transplant these two very large arborvitae. See how that goes. They're blocking the window, and they're going to take the place of the forsythia. This is my favorite orange rocket barberry. I love it so much. Turns reddish in the fall. That is my new agastache. It's pretty. Got really tall. I didn't know they were that big. I just cut down all my iris. The others I'm leaving for my friend Sharon. Now these cracks were all filled in last summer with that sand stuff that you spray, and supposedly you're never supposed to get weeds again, but as you can see I did, so I don't know what happened. This huge monstrous hydrangea that has grown so big is from my mom's garden. I don't know what type it is. Those are Honorine Joubert anemones. That is a red fairy rose, which got huge this year. It just sprouted way up, and then we had a terrible thunderstorm and it all drooped and looked like Cousin It, and that's probably why I didn't videotape in front, because it just didn't look good. Those are sedums, autumn, whatever. Autumn Joy. Lots of helleborus. Candy pink, I think it's called. This is Simicifuga. They've changed the name. I'll just go by the old name. It's very fragrant. These it's short because of the drought this year. It's usually about maybe a foot higher, but those little flowers are very, very fragrant. They'll be white and so pretty. And got 3 peonies out front. This one was stuck in my side garden, and it would just bloom one lonely little pink flower every year, so I transplanted it, and it's about 6 times that now. No, I've got about 10 or 12-ish, 14-ish blooms on it now. So those are my peonies. This is a mock orange. It smells so good. It's a little rangy, but it came with a house, so I'm leaving it. This is something brocade, yellow brocade or something. Lily. It's pretty. It's gone by. Catmint that came with a house that just goes everywhere, as you can see. This is lovely fairy rose. It's usually my big one, and the sister outdid her this year. That hosta is St. Paul. There is my porch, and in front of the porch is Incredible in its chartreuse phase. In front of it is Vanilla Strawberry, which I moved back and destroyed my thumb in the process. I got trigger finger. It's never been quite right, but it's a little floppy. I probably wouldn't get it again if given the choice, but it turns a pretty pink. And then darker red, darker pink. There's Duster. And this is another blue billow hydrangea with Roseanne geranium in front of it and a white catmint. I forgot what that is. I don't think it had a tag, but it blooms in the summer. White. That is Golden Rocket behind the bird bath. Phlox throughout. You can see this monstrous 8-foot across hydrangea is called Strawberry Sundae, which is the sister of Vanilla Strawberry. And I am going to transplant that because, as you'll see soon, you can't even get in my garden. My grandpa's that I rescued. Iris. I hope there's the yellow one I'm looking for. And most of this is phlox and daylilies from my mom. Coreopsis, either from her or my coworker. Echinacea from her. A little cute little. I just mulched because it was shameful, the weeds, and then I ran out of mulch. But I'd forgotten really I have these stepping stones. It was so weedy. So it's catmint. The cats haven't destroyed this one as badly. And there's some daylilies. This is like crazy. This is turning pink, as you can see. My neighbor yelling at his dog. This is Baptisia, the yellow one. Daisies. This is autumn clematis. What is that? Autumn. I forgot what they call it. There's some self-sown ladybells, which I love. This is Elsie Mae rose, which is getting swallowed by the hydrangea, but it's beautiful. It never stops blooming. Get this rose if you like roses. And then I've got Bonica, again, another great rose. Pink, baby pink. So beautiful. That's where I removed the forsythia. And there is my sad little hydrangea, which I stepped on last year. And so I took pieces from others and transplanted them, which did take, but it's only got a couple blooms. His garden really shot up. I mean, you can see how tall the phlox are, and so many of them still, some not even blooming. I think some of them might be obedient plant, which I eradicated because it's so invasive, but then I missed it, so I let it go back. Here's a side view of incredible. Those are some Dutch iris, dark purple, which are beautiful, but they only bloom for a minute. The porch, I just repainted the porch floor, which was horrible, but hopefully I'll keep up with it better. The porch was completely rebuilt, pretty much. It's going to replace the floorboards, which were janky, and my contractor discovered that the foundation was no good, so he redid the structure. The posts are original. I just had gutters put on. The posts are original. The roof, put a new light on there. Took the storm doors off, and I still haven't painted. I have 2 front doors, which is typical of Victorian working men's cottages. I have to paint the other one purple. I did have the railings replaced by my contractor, Ken. He did a nice job. And he did the underskirt, the lattice work. Those are lilacs back there, and that's beyond that is my back garden. But this is, I painted the whole house. I removed the asbestos shingles, if you can believe that. Middle-aged lady. And then I patched the holes, did some repairs, primed, painted 2 coats, and away I went. The only rot, surprisingly, underneath the asbestos was this corner right here, which you can see butts up against rock. So that corner was rotted. So I replaced that board